why she stole my heart, then she got archived. I keep it short with a Lord Farquaad. All the girls in the front row, all the girls at the barricade, all the girls that been waiting all day. Let your tongue hang out, everything. If you came with a man, let go of his hand. Everybody in the suite kicking up their feet, stand up, dance. I see you. And all the guys in the back waiting on the next track. Cut your boy a little slack. It's Young Jack. I'm vanilla, baby. I'll see, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skilla, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, that's right. Whip your lovin' on me. Two in, two up, back ends, booked up, look up, I'm flying, yeah, I'm free now, see now, society's time me release now, crazy, I'm finna go see now, big style, big deals, vitamin water, that's a big one, 6 mil, coach came to me like I'm D1, like Will, got 17 hours to the flight out. Only got time for a night out. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't getting no younger. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't got too long, no. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know I run it up at night. You know went through. J. Cole said it's memes and mills, but I'm the king and I just it all. Really wanna wipe me down, I got more patience than a hospital. Sweaty better beef with me than never beef with life's obstacles. I'm bad as a bone out. I'm way too toned to be toned down. Too big, so I'm cocky. From the back while on Twitter with my phone out. Got an Eminem deal, but I'm Hershey's 6'2", dark skin with purpose. Never voicemail on my phone last night to myself saying Lil Curtis, yeah. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know I run it up at night. You know I only get one life for this. The night, hell of a night. The night.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, hit before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front the back gate yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
To get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by I was moving the bricks. You talk about now we're doing it, prick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I caught the chromed out, hard talk career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
I'm a hot girl yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Put the back gate yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do when you show up on the scene with a 2 Drew on you and your friend and play a little 2 on 2? If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show him this ain't the squad for a sucker to test. Pimp, my too large and we way too fresh. Work well with and quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
I'm a hot girl yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Put the back gate yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front yard yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
I'm a hot girl yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Put the back gate yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. 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 Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
It's week 6 of the 2026 season, and it's a battle for bragging rights between Ohio's two teams. It's the Browns and the Bengals under the lights on Sunday night.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson, partner. This should be a good one here. In the month of October, we got a couple of teams playing good football to get this season going.
And all offseason, Mike, coaches and teams, they talk about the importance of starting the season strong. And here in this matchup for early in the year, we have our first look at two teams that have started off strong. They're playing winning football. They're starting to really understand what their identity is as a team. And for this stage of the season, this is one of the better matchups we've seen so far, and it's going to go a long way continuing to unravel who are the teams we're going to be talking about come the end of the regular season.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job staying even-keeled. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive, and that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He just shook it off and kept playing. Now, can he keep that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds? And if he does, he's going to give his team a chance every single week.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And a big run right out of the blocks. He gets forward for 9 on the first play of the game. Second and a yard. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
First and 10. Here's Nix to throw. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. A run here with Gibbs. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. Once again, it's Gibbs. He is in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Cleveland. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. This will be returned from the 6. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
One thing that was pretty evident when we had a chance to talk to him, Mike, is this guy, he just wasn't satisfied with his individual performance. They came away with the win, and that was great. But one area that seems to continue to hold him back is that he's predetermining where he goes with the ball. Not only did it lead to the 2 interceptions, but it leads to some missed opportunities as the play unfolds. He could have had more touchdown output if he would have just gotten off that first read and found the open man. He got away with it last week. He doesn't want to make a habit of trying to get away with it every week. He needs to clean that up, especially if he wants to come away with a win here today.
12 yards on the gain. That's good for a quick first down.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get the first down there. A pickup of about 5 yards. On the ground, it's Kamani Vidal. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. So, here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. He'll try the right side this time. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
To number 87, Sam Laporta. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's a run. And this one blown up. Good surge will drop him. A loss on the play back to the 9-yard line.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 9.
A shotgun snap. And he can't get away. Down he goes back to the 16. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. That one is good. And the Bengals are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing, Nix. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. 3rd and 6. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, but he really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On 4th down, Daniel Wheeler is on to punt. This brought in out past the 20. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing now from the gun. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
Back to throw. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. Open man downfield, it's Pittman. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, check that.
So we are through 1. Off the play fake, here's Nix. That's caught by Gibbs. But he's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Defense. Automatic 1st down.
From the gun, here's Gibbs. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing is Nix. That is caught. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe.
That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Browns. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns extend their advantage to 14-3.
14, Bengals 3.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll send it downfield for Laporta. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. Up the middle they go. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
I just don't love the look of this offense so far in this game, Mike. I mean, this first half, they've been flat, they've been lethargic, there hasn't been a lot of urgency, and we saw it again on this last play. Simple handoff.
Oh, he pumps up the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
After these kind of plays, Mike, you just wish the sideline was a mile away, because you know when you get there, you are going to catch an earful. They stress all week, ball carriers. We have to protect the ball. In this case, it doesn't result in a turnover, but the lost yardage now brings up 4th down. These are drive killers.
Play action now. It's Nix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass. Because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time. And he's able to secure a really nice catch.
3rd down, 3 to go. Back to throw is Nix. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket, nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Here's Daniel Whelan now. Will punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Here's Corliss Waitman now, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. Now, fair catch taken, and they're going to have great starting field position just shy of midfield.
At their own 49-yard line.
Nix, now to throw it here on first down.
Next is complete to July 6. It's with pick number 6. Brings up 7th and 4 at the 45-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll throw. It's Nix. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, we're going to hold up here in pass protection. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll look to throw. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. That is well done there. Converting on 3rd and 15. First and 10 now from the 36. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. That's over the middle, taken in by Laporta. 16-yard pickup on that one. And the Bengals going to have a first down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Daniil Hunter, pass rusher extraordinaire, in action again. The second down throw is incomplete.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down sack, second down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in third and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback. And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. So we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports Halftime Report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where it was the visiting Colts who were able to pick up the road victory. George Pickens, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. From there, we head north to Minnesota. Check on the Vikings at home.
And apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to take over once again. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. Play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it. With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do them any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. incomplete.
Well, we sit up here all the time and we try to break down why certain plays work or don't work. Well, this one's not real tricky. I mean, he just simply needs to catch the ball. I mean, that close to the first down chain, he just catches that ball and turns upfield. They extend this drive. He's got to come over to the sideline, take a deep breath, tell his guys, hey, man, that's on me. And he's got to go out and make that next play because his team's going to need him to play better as the rest of this game continues.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. He keeps it himself. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Bengals are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw. And he's going to have this one up near the 28.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now a give up the middle. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the 1st down.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll let the fullback try to push the pile. A gain of 11 on that one. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
All they needed was a couple yards, but he was prepared, Mike, to dish out all the punishment he could to anyone who stood in his way. And with that mindset, it's no surprise to see him convert for that 1st down.
1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass. And he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll run with Vidal. They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense.
It's 4th down.
He'll look to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they wind up getting 13 on 4th down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability. Sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that after this long drive would be a bit of a letdown. Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Matt Milano. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Cleveland. Fairbairn to add the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Right back to the air following that pick 6. Into space at the 45. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Handoff here, up the middle. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on 3rd down, but what they call 3rd and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert 3rd downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense. And primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Bengals will cut into that lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. A first down throw for Nick. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play. So, 3 quarters. Here's a third down and 4. Here's Nix to throw. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Browns first down.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. On the move past the 40. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk, and that will lead to a second down. Throwing, Nix. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. This a must stop for this defense. Facing third and long. The speed on display. He's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Browns. That his second touchdown tonight. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Back to throw. He'll look deep here for Neighbors.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of him.
And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
He'll try and get there on the ground. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. He's got it! And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. They'll look to throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Take a look at his receiving numbers. So he has been terrific. Over 100 yards in this one. This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. And he's going to go down. They get him behind the line. Can't take a sack there. It's a turnover on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Room to run past the 15. And that'll get him some space. He's out of bounds up past the 20-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive. A tight end in motion now. 1st down, and they stick with Gibbs. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8. Once again, it's Gibbs. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. They'll run with Gibbs. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line. And 4th down is coming up. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
A fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kalen Bullock.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save him some points.
13 yards to start that drop. And a quick 1st down.
And the Browns 1st down.
They hand it to Gibbs. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Here's Gibbs. And he'll weave his way down close to that 1st down. Going to come up just a little shy. It's going to be 3rd down and short. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And that'll keep the drive going. He's got the 1st down. Up past the 40-yard line.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
So, a couple of 1st downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. So, it's a win for the visiting Cleveland Browns. They get the home victory here in the division in the 1st of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night, everybody.